Good afternoon and welcome to the Shay Stadium for today's Betfred Championship clash between Halifax Panthers and Barrow Raiders. Sunday the 25th of June 2023. In a week that's seen us lose one of our own with a tragic passing of Ben Eaton at only 33 years of age. There will be a minute's silence prior to the game, as well as a minute's applause in the 33rd minute. Ben made 137 appearances for Fax across 7 seasons, scoring 38 tries. And who can forget him getting out of the ambulance at Odsall Stadium? So many memories. Thank you for them all, Ben, and our deepest condolences to his family from all of us at the Panthers, including the fans, at this awful time. On to the rugby though, as what Ben would have loved and wanted. First and foremost, the Panthers, we line up number 1 James Woodburn-Hall, number 2 Lachlan Walmsley, number 35 making his home debut Ben Crooks, number 4 Ben Tibbs, number 5 James Saltonstall, number 6 Louis Jouffre, and number 14 Kyle Wood at halfback. In the pack, number 16 Will Calcott, number 10 Dan Murray, and 34 hometown debut again for Adam O'Brien in the place of captain Brandon Moore. Back row for Fax, 11 Ben Kavanagh, 12 Matty G, and 13 back into the side as captain Jacob Fairbank. On the bench of Fax, number 20 Tom Inman back into the side, number 29 Dan Fleming, number 19 Ryan Lannon, and number 8 Adam Tangatar. 18th man for Halifax today is number 22 Jake Mason, and of course we are coached by Simon Griggs. Line up for the Raiders today, number 24 Luke Broadbent, number 5 Ryan Shaw, number 18 Brett Carter, number 2 Shane Toll, number 27 Andrew Bullman, number 6 Jared Samet, number 7 Ryan Johnston. In the pack for the Raiders, number 15 Ellis Graham, number 22 Josh Wood, who spent time on loan with us a few years back, and number 20 Ben Evans. Back row for Barrow, number 11 Danny Langtree, always a dangerous runner with the ball, number 17 Scottish international Charlie Emsley, and loose forward number 10 Anthony Aria. On the bench for Barrow, number 9 Nathan Mossop, number 28 Ellis Archer, number 8 Greg Burke, and number 16 Sam Brooks. 18th man for Barrow is 23 Connor Saunders, and they're coached by Paul Query. As the teams come onto the pitch for this homecoming round in the championship, to the pyrotechnics, to the fireworks, and to the cheers of the fans and of the youngsters waving the flag, and the cheerleaders as well. Halifax looking to get the first win in 4 championship games after that draw at Bradford last weekend in this round 16 clash between the Barrow Raiders, who are currently 10th in the table, always dangerous opponents traditionally. And as I say, there will be an emotional minute silence for the passing of one of our own, Ben Eaton.
He made 137 first-team appearances, scoring 58 tries between 2012 and 2018. Our thoughts are with his family and friends, and in addition to observing a minute silence, we further invite you to make some noise for Ben in the 33rd minute of the game. May we also
Impeccably observed. Minute silence for the passing of indeed two ex-Fax players, Tony Halshaw and of course Ben Eaton. Our condolences go out to both those families. And it's on with the game. Referee Cameron Wordsley taking charge of this one. I did mention in my pre-match amble that looking for the first one in 4. It's actually first one in 2. We beat Swinton the other week, so my apologies. Great atmosphere here today. Big crowd for the visit of Barrow. And it'll be Fax to kick off, playing the so-called wrong way. Attacking the south stand in the first half. Fax wearing blue and white, Barrow wearing black with pink trims, and Jouffre gets us away. He kicks deep towards the left. Samet takes it out on the full. Brilliant play there by the Barrow number 6. Purposely stepping out into touch to collect that ball, which means the ball's gone out on the full from the kickoff, and it's an awful start for Halifax. And Ryan Johnston with a great touch finder. And Barrow will start the set 25 metres out from the Fax line. Here is Samet again. Finds the Barrow runner in number 20, Ben Evans. Always attracts so many men into the tackle as Ben Evans, and he's hurting that tackle there. Here's Johnston on to Samet. How back to Broadbent. He finds Brett Carter, is taken well by Ben Crooks. Great defence there. Here's the area. Finds Calcott. Waiting for him there. Along with Fairbank. Still tackles here for Barrow. Dummy there from Langtree. And Barrow look to be over. They are. And it's Ellis Gillum. On the first set of the game, the Raiders have raided the Panthers line. And with only 90 seconds on the clock, Barrow strike first. In the shape of 15, Ellis Gillum. Nightmare start for the Panthers, putting the kickoff out on the full. And Barrow taking full advantage of that. And it's a fairly soft try from Halifax's perspective. Just a very simple charge over the line from Gillum. And with the kicking capabilities of Ryan Shaw, you would think that this 4 will turn to 6. And all of the pre-match team talks and training this week, I don't think this is in the script for Simon Griggs and his men. As Shaw goes through his prolonged routine. Prolific goal kicker throughout his career. And this should present no problems for the number 5. It doesn't, it's straight through the posts. And after 2 minutes here at the Shay, it's Barrow 6, Halifax 0. What response have Fax got from here? As the south stand tried to rally the players. The referee looks to have put that incident on report. I'm not too sure what's gone on there. As Samet collects the kickoff much further in field, and he goes wide to Broadbent, onto Gillum again. 2 fast players in the shape of O'Brien and Murray put him down. As Barrow trying to get out of territory there with Langtree. Here's the area. Attracts 3 men in Kavanagh, Murray and O'Brien. Goes past the 30. Woods waits at dummy half. Finds a runner of Ben Evans, who hands it on. Soft hands to Gillum. Here's Evans again. Bounces off the challenge of Fairbank. Fairbank might have got his fingers to that, but he hasn't. As Broadbent looks to counter-attack. Last tackle here for the Raiders. He goes to Samet, and Samet will put it high. Looking for the chase of Brett Carter. But Woodburn Hall takes it well under pressure, but he's put down 2 metres from his own line. Walmsley goes from dummy half. Good relieving run there from Walmsley, but he's put on his back by the Barrow defence. They slow the play the ball down. Here's Ben Tibbs. Great tackle there from Josh Wood. Nothing wrong with that. Brilliant tackle technique, dumping Ben Tibbs on his back. Here's Jouffre onto Calcott, and this Raiders defence is relentless so far. Halifax still haven't got out of their own 20. They will with Murray now, who inches way towards a 30. Last tackle already for Halifax. It goes on the blind side to Jouffre, and Jouffre will just put it straight down the throat of Luke Broadbent. Good chase and tackle there from Jouffre and Dan Murray. And that Barrow will start to set off 35 metres from their own line. Here's Shane Toll. Wearing number 2 on his back, but playing the centres this week. As Barrow inched the way towards halfway line. Here's Gillum again. Manages to get the offload. Broadbent backs it back. Johnston finds Langtree. Great tackle there from Ben Crooks, but Langtree still manages to get the ball away. Here's Broadbent. Barrow playing with loads of confidence here at the moment, after their win against Widnes last week. But they've conceded a penalty with possession of the ball. Cardinals in rugby league, that. As Luke Broadbent concedes the penalty while in possession. And that's a godsend for Halifax, as Jouffre boots the ball into touch from the penalty. And Fax will start to set off on the 40-metre line. As the referee just has a quick word with Luke Broadbent. Afterwards, here's Murray. Finds Jouffre. Nice blindside move from the Panthers as Jouffre goes through, but he's well tackled there from Johnston, who has a second go on Jouffre. No penalty forthcoming from Worsley. Wood finds Murray. First time the Panthers have seen Barrow's 20. Options left and right here for Fax as the ball slows down. O'Brien goes right to Jouffre, and Jouffre knocks the ball on and finds Langtree. He finds the runner of Barrow, makes no odds. First knock on, the chance has gone for Halifax. Poor execution there. Letting Barrow off the hook massively there. You just had the feeling that Halifax were building something there. As it is, Barrow have a scrum 15 metres out from their own line, centre field. And Shane Toll looks to counter attack, but put down well by O'Brien, helped out by Crooks. There's Langtree. Johnston finds Samet on to Charlie Emsley. Well dealt with by Wood and Tibbs, but he's still going forward, is Emsley. Eventually put down just shy of the 40. Wood finds Gillum. Gillum stopped by 4 Panthers defenders. Eventually put down by Murray and Calcott. Bang on halfway. Wood finds the area, on to Johnston. Johnston kicks in the tackle count. Finds space behind Saltonstall. Great chase there by Shane Toll. Shane Toll's going to win this race, but the ball comes out from an Halifax hand. It looked like Shane Toll was going to get a try there for Barrow, but Jouffre and Saltonstall chased back and just did enough to stop the try, but conceding the goal line dropout. And it's just all Barrowy in the first 10 minutes. Nice little option there from Johnston. Kicking early, tackle count. They found space behind the line. It was weighted perfectly, and Jouffre it was who just got his hands to the ball to back the ball dead. But Barrow will start this goal line dropout with Gillum running forward, but great contact there from Calcott and Murray. They can't put him down. Eventually they do. Just before the 30 metre line, sorry. Wood spins it out to Johnston. Thought about the pass inside, but takes it himself. As Barrow 25 metres out from the fast line, options left and right. Wood goes right and finds Ensley. Ensley tries to bush off the challenger Wood, but he holds on to him, but Calcott helps him out. Still tackles here for Barrow inside Halifax's 20. Johnston runs across field, finds Samet. Samet drops off to Langtree, but great tackle down low by O'Brien, but he managed to get the offload out still. Johnston finds Samet again onto Broadbent. Great hands from Barrow as Broadbent still going. He's just stopped just short of the line. Here's the Ari onto Johnston. Johnston long ball out. And Barrow going to be in with Ryan Shaw. And it's an absolute nightmare start here for the Raiders. For the Panthers, sorry, as the Raiders indeed find a space on that right hand side. And Barrow go 10-0 up. A point a minute here for Barrow. As they found the overlap on this near side. Brilliant hands from Barrow. And Ryan Shaw, mentioned before, he was a prolific goal kicker, just prolific point scorer. He's got many a try for the sides he's played in. Improved his angle somewhat. And Halifax have it all to do here. As those small but noisy bunch of Barrow fans receive their players coming back from that try. As Ryan Shaw's trying to eke out as much time as possible for this conversion, the referee has stopped the clock. It's on the right side for a left-footed kicker. As Shaw will look to swing this ball through the posts. There is a bit of a breeze here today. Shaw does guide it perfectly through those posts. Brilliant conversion there for the Barrow number 5. After 11 minutes here, it's Halifax Panthers 0, Barrow 12. Absolute horror start for Fax. There's 2 real sucker punches from Barrow, put them behind, and what character has this side got now as Samet receives a kickoff. Hands on to Ben Evans, and Evans takes a tackle of Murray, Kavanagh and Tibbs. Wood finds the centre Carter. He's put down by Fairbank and Calcott. Here's the area. Fairbank called offside from that play. The ball couldn't get involved, so it's Calcott who puts him down. Barrow playing with some real verve here as Johnston puts a kick in, looking for the 40-20. The ball is going to stay in, is it? As Toll, as Saltonstall. I don't know what's going on here, and Saltonstall has pushed the man. He's going to get sin-binned here. That is stupid from James Saltonstall. And it's just all going wrong here for Halifax in this first quarter of the game. Twice Barrow have used that early kick in the tackle, and Shane Toll is fleet of foot, but Saltonstall just pushed him out of the way, and you can't do that. And he's Barrow 6 more tackles on Halifax's line with a man advantage as Gillam enters the Fax 10, put down by Fairbank and Murray. Wood goes blind to Johnston, short ball to Langtree. Well dealt with by Matty G. Put down just short of the line. Tackles in the bag here for the Raiders. Wood fires out to Johnston. Johnston finds Samet. Barrow got him over, but Samet steps inside. Well dealt with by Adam O'Brien there. Brilliant tackle. He's left to the floor though as Wood jumps out from Dumia. Finds Yari on to Johnston. Johnston, long ball out to Shaw, who spins out the tackle as he got the ball down. I think he might just have got the ball down. He has. And Barrow have gone back to back. Absolute horror start. Start and middle for Halifax. As Ryan Shaw. Is it Ryan Shaw? I think it may well be Andrew Bullman on that side. Scores that try. They had the men over. It is Andrew Bullman who's twisted over. He had Crooks and Dufresne of the company, but he managed to twist round and get the ball down over the line. Less than quarter of an hour played here, and Barrow are scoring much more than a point a minute. 16-0 with a kick to come. And that sin-binning for James Saltonstall is proving costly. And Barrow are in absolute dreamland here. He'll be Shaw once more, this time on the other touchline. To try and turn this 4 into 6. Once more taking as much time as he possibly can. He's kicked 2 from wide out from this near side. Can he convert from that other side? He strikes it high, but he's missed this time, so the score remains Halifax Panthers 0, Barrow Raiders 16. After a quarter of an hour here at the Shay. And this homecoming is turning into an absolute nightmare. They should have stayed away from home. Halifax in this kind of form. As Dufresne goes deep. Samet collects, hands it on to Ben Evans again. Runs into centre field and Fairbank rushes in. Big hit from the captain, leading from the front. As a South Stand drum starts banging. Trying to rile up these men in blue and white. Wood jumps out from dummy half, does well. Put down the 25 by Fairbank. Here's the area. Progress halted by Calcott and G. Couldn't put him down. Here's Gillam, finds Samet. Samet, long ball out to Carter. But Carter put down there. Call for the knock-on from the east stand, and he's given. And that's a big let-off for Halifax's. Barrow playing with the tails up. Now, what response have Halifax got here now? We'll have the scrum just before the 30. Centre field. As the Barrow defence, very, very keen. Warnes are trying to get the tackle of Carter, but does well as Carter. Here's Tibbs. Calls of offside from this east stand. Not being heeded by the officials as Wood finds Calcott Shaw, but met well by Ben Evans, finished off by Josh Wood. We're all right with Dufresne, onto Fairbank. Fairbank finds G and G. Gets into the Barrow 40. Barrow slowing the play down, but nothing coming from referee Cameron Worsley. Dufresne comes across the line, finds Wood, dummies to Cameron on the angle. Here's Tibbs. Tibbs steps inside, but he's put down by Samet. Last tackle here for the Panthers. Wood finds Dufresne. Dufresne will put it high, looking for the chase of Walmsley, looking to compete, and Walmsley, brilliant tackle there from Walmsley. Timed it to perfection. And Shaw takes the ball. Walmsley nearly trimmed the line of a shoulder charge there. Walmsley, the Barrow players certainly calling for it. Nothing given as Carter takes the ball on. This is much better defence from Halifax. As Barrow struggling to get out their own 20, they try and go wide. Lou Johnston, long ball out to Bullman, and Bullman will look to take on Dufresne on the outside, but Dufresne does well. But Barrow making some much needed yards there. Here's Langtree. Langtree goes direct, but he's stopped well by a reception committee of Matty G, Fairbank and Dufresne. Last tackle here for Barrow, and Johnston will grubber it this time. He'll go straight to Burnall, controls it with his leg. Picks it up and finds Walmsley. Walmsley looking to counter-attack, but well tackled again by Carter. Emsley coming in very, very late, but nothing given by the referee. Here's Tibbs. This crowd calling for any sort of penalties to relieve this pressure for Halifax, and they get it. They finally get it. First penalty of the game for Halifax, and they take it quickly through Ben Crooks. He's caught the Barrow defence sleeping, using all his experience there. Ben Crooks makes some really good yards for Halifax. Wood finds Wood Burnall onto Murray, and Murray steps out of the challenge of Evans. He's put down by Wood in the area on Barrow's 40. O'Brien finds Dufresne, wide to Fairbank. He's put down the 30. O'Brien waits at dummy half, finds Wood, back on the inside to Calcott. The play down for Barrow in back play. Looks like number 15, Ellis Gillum. Looks like it's a leg injury, don't know why they stopped the game. Surely it's only for a head injury that they should stop the game. But the referee, Cameron Worsley, decided to stop the game, and all the momentum that Halifax have had there just suddenly stopped. Well, whatever it is, it's a kind of substitution as the physio's given the indication to the Barrow bench. And to my mind, this should be a green card. Because it's not a head injury. Or is that because he's actually coming off is when he's not coming off? I'm not too sure of these things. What I am sure of is that Ellis Gillum is definitely coming off the field. Helped out by both the Barrow physio and the Halifax physio. Not Barrow physio's going to do his job now. And the try scorer for Barrow, one of them anyway, Ellis Gillum, getting a really good, respectful round of applause from this east stand. And eventually, well, the game won't go on because Jarrett Samet having a word with referee for something. Play will resume. And here's Wood. Finds Dufresne at the back. Short ball to Kavanagh. Kavanagh well put down there by Samet. Last tackle here for Fax. They go blind. Dufresne grubbers it through. Comes off the Barrow man and kicks it dead. But it's going to be a penalty to Halifax. It's called it offside. So 6 more tackles on Barrow's line for Fax. O'Brien finds Wood onto Murray. Murray running with some vigour. He's put down 5 metres out from the Barrow line, centre field. O'Brien goes right and finds no one. Dufresne manages to get on it, and Halifax have lost a fair bit of ground there, and Dufresne will play the ball on the 20. O'Brien finds Fairbank, short to Calcott. Nice little ball there, keeping the defence guessing, and Calcott, really good yards after contact. Eventually they put him down, and they've made all the ground they lost there as Will Calcott. O'Brien waits at dummy half, finds Wood, out to Woodburn Hall, short to Tibbs. Walmsley was free on the outside, but great tackle there by Ryan Shaw. Walmsley finds Kavanagh. He finds Kyle Wood. Kyle Wood running across field, still going Kyle Wood, brings on G on the angle. Comes back on the inside, Matty G pulls his nose through. A good defence again from Barrow. Last tackle here for Fax. O'Brien goes right and finds Dan Murray. Don't think they wanted that on the last tackle, and they've lost the count there of Halifax. And the composure that's needed at that end of the field has just been lost. And the chance to put some points on the board's gone begging as Barrow look to try and get out of their own territory. To Shane Toll. Broadbent takes so the Barrow players calling for an high tackle, nothing given from the referee. Here's one of the substitutes, Sam Brooks. Once of Halifax, now a Raider. He plays the ball just shy of the 20. Here's the area, finds Samet, and Samet will kick early. He's going to go out on the full, it is. And that is what you get from Jared Samet. Sometimes it's rocks and diamonds. And that is the side of Jared Samet that you don't want. Now big chance for Halifax with 17.5 minutes to go till our time to finally put some points on the board as Simon Grigg starts to ring the changes. O'Brien finds Fairbank, looking for the pass, no one there, so he'll take a tackle himself. As Adam Tangatar and Ryan Lannon come onto the pitch for Dan Murray and Will Calcott. O'Brien goes right, finds Dufresne, brings on G on the angle. He finds Tangata fresh onto the field, who goes back against the grain. He's put down by 2 Barrow defenders. 15 metres from the line. O'Brien, short to Lannon. Lannon trying to poke his nose through the gap. He's still going, Ryan Lannon. And Halifax will get another penalty. 6 more tackles on this Barrow line. Even with only 12 men, surely. Oh, Saltonstall's back onto the field. My apologies. Wood, out the back to Woodburn Hall. Lovely delayed pass, and Woodburn Hall, as he stretched out over the line, he's just short. Brilliant delayed pass from Wood. Nearly paid dividends. Wood. Here's Lannon. Sorry, that's from Adam O'Brien. Sorry, he's taking his headband off. O'Brien onto Wood. Finds Tangata, steps inside. Great goal line defence from Barrow. Pressure mounting. Here's Wood. Long ball out to Kavanagh. Kavanagh onto Tibbs. Tibbs back inside to Wolsey on the outside. He's over. Lachlan Walmsley finishes. And that is a try that Halifax are needed. And who else is he going to come from but for his 26th try of the season? Lachlan Walmsley does what he does best and finishes in the corner. And after 25 minutes, Halifax finally strike back to bring the score back to 16 points to 4 with a kick to come. Just so elusive in that corner, Lachlan Walmsley. They shifted the ball from the centre to left. Tibbs handing the ball. Looked like he had too much to do, but he managed to step inside Ryan Shaw and just scurry his way over the line for his 26th try of the season. From my recollection, I think that's his 25th championship try, and he's got 1 in the cup. Well, what a season he's having. And just when Halifax needed any kind of score, up comes Wombat in the corner. but he's left Louis Jouffre a difficult touchline conversion. Kicked fairly well at Bradford last week, but that was on a much narrower pitch. We're back on a proper sized pitch here at the Shay. Can he land this from out wide? He goes straight, he certainly has. What a kick from Louis Jouffre. The flags are up, and so are the Panthers. As Louis Jouffre kicks his 22nd goal of the season. His first of the game. And that puts Halifax back in contention this game. Halifax 6, Barrow 16. As the referee having a quick word with Captain Jacob Fairbank and James Woodburn Hall. Not too sure what for, but the referee's having a word with Samet now, the Barrow captain, and something's gone on report. As the Fax crowd in that south stand are finally up and running, encouraged by this display in the last couple of minutes. As Fax, that's the full complement of 13 and back in the points. As Samet looking to go short with a grubber through, well claimed there. Well, he isn't well claimed by Lannon, he's knocked on, but it's Jacob Fairbank, my mistake. He's literally put his head in where it hurts. As Fairbank there, he's conceded the knock on. There's no penalty forthcoming. I'm struggling to see where the knock-on came from there, but it matters not because the referee's giving it. And most important thing right now is that Jacob Fairbank's getting the treatment he needs. He's a tough lad, he's Bobby. He's carrying on. And he certainly will after a 3-match ban. The referee's giving a penalty for some reason. I don't know why he's giving a penalty. Has he mouthed off? Some instance gone report. And yeah, he's giving the penalty for dissent. Well, maybe he thought he should have had a penalty there, Jacob Fairbairn, but you can't just mouth off the referee like that. As we've seen in Super League in recent weeks, and indeed the Challenge Cup, zero tolerance for dissent against the officials, and it leaves Barrow with a golden opportunity to cancel out that Lachlan Walmsley try. Here's Samet, finds Johnston, short ball to Emsley, but great tackle down low from Kyle Wood. Here's Ben Evans, thought about the offload but keeps hold himself. As Barrow options left and right. They go right short to Ilaria. The area is taken well by Kavanagh. Kavanagh shoots out the line, and Wood, as he got over, scrambling, desperate defence from Halifax. And have Barrow go over there? No, they haven't. And from a Barrow perspective, you'd be disappointed with that. They had the chance either side, but maybe their thinking is they're 16-6 up, they don't need to force anything, they'll just carry on winning this territory battle and they'll turn the ball over right on Halifax's line. Here's Ben Tibbs. He's stopped in his tracks by the Barrow defence and they try and push him back, but eventually he's put down. O'Brien shoots out a dummy half. Sure, that's 6 again. There was no way that he was square, but the referee's not giving it. Walmsley finds Saltonstall back onto the field. He takes his tackle just over the 20. O'Brien goes blind to Jouffre, and Jouffre goes wide to Matty G. Matty G, as ever, destructive with the ball. Ben Crooks goes himself from dummy half, trying to catch the Barrow defence offside, but nothing given from the referee. Last tackle here for the Panthers. Jouffre chips the ball over the defence. It grubbers towards Broadbent, who takes it on the fly. Jouffre chases himself and puts him down just shy of 30. Here's Bullman, the ex-Whitehaven flyer, put down by 3 fast defenders in Dufresne, Tangata and Lannon. Sorry, that's Fairbank. Langtree. He's put down by Gene Crooks on the 45. Johnston finds Samet, and Samet on to Emsley. Emsley thought about the offload but keeps hold himself. And these Barrow players seem to be calling for everything and every tackle here. Don't seem to be anything wrong with that, as Samet even finds a great offload from Sam Brooks. And the Raiders are put down on the Halifax 30. Last tackle here for Barrow. And Johnson will just grubber it to touch. Game management coming into play, and like I said in that previous set, Barrow don't necessarily have to force anything. They've got the 10-point lead that they're needing. They're challenging Halifax to score from 90 metres. Here's Saltonstall. Big collision from Landry, and he puts him down 15 metres out from his own line. Here's Aaron Tangata. Possibly with a point to prove, Aaron Tangata, after last week. Here's Wood. Finds Ryan Lannon. Get more yards after contact from Ryan Lannon. He's still going, Ryan Lannon. Eventually put him down just shy of the 40. Slow play the ball. Nothing given from the referee. Here's Ben Kavanagh. Footwork at the line, but the Barrow defence wise to it. O'Brien finds Wood. Onto Fairbank. Back onto Dufresne. Dufresne. Short ball to Matty G. Matty G tries to go to the top of Johnston, but he puts him down well. Last tackle here for Halifax. Dufresne going for the power play. He flings the ball out of the back to find Ben Crooks, and Ben Crooks kicks it onto the Barrow defenders, and that's an awful end of set for Halifax. And the referee gives a penalty. And Barrow get the penalty. That Halifax indiscretion. And with 8 minutes 22 seconds to go until half time, Barrow get the penalty. And it's Greg Burke who'll take the ball on. Great step from the Barrow man there. Johnston finds Samer onto Ensley. Good hands before from Brooks. As Ensley plays the ball inside Halifax 20. Here's the area. Onto Johnston. Johnston goes wide to Shane Toll, looking to go on the outside of Crooks, and Toll gets the ball out to Bullman, but Bullman spills it. And big escape there for Halifax. And Saltonstall looking to take the ball open. That looked high from the Barrow defence. Nothing given from the referee. Wood onto Ryan Lannon. And Lannon, good yards yet again from the Halifax substitute. O'Brien under me half, and eventually the penalty comes for the Panthers. And on the 33rd minute, there's a round of applause for Ben Eaton, the recently departed Halifax star. And there's fireworks going off as well. Tangata onto Wood. Wood for Dufresne. Langtree shoots out the line, but Dufresne manages to step outside the challenge. Here's Wood Bernal onto Matty G, and Matty G into the Barrow 20. Here's Wood. Dummers himself. Put down by Greg Burke. Tackles in the bag here for Halifax. Dufresne goes blind. Long ball out to Tibbs. Tibbs. It was behind him. Ben Tibbs going for the line. Eventually put down by the Barrow defence. Walmsley finds Dufresne. Dufresne. Short to Lannon. Lannon. Put down well down low from Emsley. Adam O'Brien going from dummy half. He's over! And just after the 33rd minute, in memory of Ben Eaton, Adam O'Brien scoots over from dummy half for what could be a vital 4 points for his hometown team. And Adam O'Brien gets his first try of the season. And like the man who's replaced Brandon Moore, sometimes the best way to score a try is just from going from dummy half over. And he pulls it back to Halifax 10, Barrow 16, as yet again this referee is just having constant conversations with Halifax players over God knows what. As the sun comes out at the Shay. And can Dufresne, nearly second conversion from as many attempts. He strikes it well, surely can. Great conversion from Louis Dufresne. As Halifax, after a nightmare first quarter of an hour, are coming right back into this game. With 4 minutes to go here, it's Halifax Panthers 12, Barrow Raiders 16 in this first half. What kind of kickoff has Jared Samet got here? He goes blind this time. He goes deep this time, sorry, my mistake. Woodburn all collects and finds Adam Tangata running with real venom. That's a great return from Adam Tangata. Here's Saltonstall looking to keep up this momentum. Thought about the offload, but he holds on well. And this crowd is really up now. O'Brien on Tangata finds Lannon, and Lannon, who's had a great stint since he's come onto the field, Ryan Lannon. He's put down just shy of halfway, messing around the play of the ball, and finally the referee gives a 6 again as Kavanagh does well on this blind side, and yet more messing around the play of the ball. Walmsley thought about the pass but goes himself. He's put down the 30, and yet again this Barrow defence, maybe they're getting tired but they're holding down for all it's worth. Dufresne finds Woodburn all onto Ben Crooks. Early ball to Saltonstall. Saltonstall comes inside, but he's out of the field of play. Opportunity missed big time there for Halifax. But they've come back into this game really well. That was a big opportunity to level the score, potentially take the lead just before half time. Just over 2 minutes to go until the break here. Halifax 12, Barrow 16. As from the play of the ball, Bullman will take the ball there. Sorry, Ryan Shaw takes it. Here's Carter. Big defence there from O'Brien and Lannon, who concedes a 6 again. And Barrow marching the way upfield as Mossop goes up from dummy half, finds Johnston, who goes wide to Shane Toll, challenging Saltonstall on the outside, but Dufresne comes to help out. Johnston takes it himself. Well wrapped up there by Matty G. Helped out by Tangata. Here's Sam Brooks. Takes 3 Halifax men to eventually halt his progress on the 40. Here's the area. Finds Samet. Samet out the back to Broadbent. Broadbent looking set through the gap. He did well to just take his tackle there because that would have been done for obstruction. Here's Samet. Puts it high, centre field. Woodburn takes well. Concedes the ball there and referee gives the penalty. For foul play and that tackle. As Samet, he's feeling jealous. Oh, he's got a penalty, he's got the sin minutes, Jared Samet. Well, we've seen it quite often. Oh, it's a red card. Wow. Wow. Big moment in this game. As Jared Samet, much like Josh Griffin, has said one too many words to the referee. Right on the half-time hooter, questioning his integrity, and he's been sent off, red card. Wow, what a moment in this game as Barrow's main man and captain gets sent off from the field. As Halifax will have 1 tackle left in this half. Walmsley goes himself, chips over the top, looking for Ben Tibbs to chase, and Tibbs doesn't get it, the ball will go out in a touch. And that's half time. Wow. What a moment just before half time as Barrow gets sent off. As Halifax have a massive chance to come back from behind here with a sending off for Jared Samet right on half time. Barrow stormed into a 16-0 lead after 13 minutes with tries from Gillam, Shaw and Bullman. But came back the Panthers with tries from Lachlan Walmsley and Adam O'Brien. But a big talking point was the sending off of Jared Samet right on half time for dissent against the referee. And I was just about to say when it happened, we've seen quite a lot of that happening recently. But Jared Samet, wanting to be part of that club, gets his margin orders, and it gives the second half a completely different complexion. But half time, the score: Halifax Panthers 12, Barrow Raiders 16, all to play for. Here's Tangata. Fairbank from the play of the ball. Met by 3 Barrow defenders. O'Brien finds Jufrey onto Ben Crooks. Ben Crooks goes through the line. And Ben Crooks put down. 10 metres short of the Barrow line. G onto Fairbank. Fairbank finds Wood. Onto Jufrey. Halifax got men over here. Jufrey should have passed the ball to Tibbs. But credit the Barrow defence for pushing across, but maybe Jufrey should have released it. As Barrow concede another penalty. From the play of the ball. Wood finds Lannon. Lannon put down by 3 Barrow defenders. 5 metres shy of the line. Wood. Ooh, big collision there from Greg Burke. Wood rides it well. Here's Jufrey. One bar to the ball. I think was meant for Crooks, but Woodburn all couldn't keep his hands from the cookie jar. Knocks the ball on and the chance is gone. And Barrow will get the scrum. 10 metres from their own line, centre field. Goes right with Bullman, and Bullman nearly spilt that and lost his footing, but he's put down. 15 metres from his own line as Carter jumps out from dummy half. Finds Lana and Tangata waiting for him in defence. We'll go blind this time with Sam Brooks, and Sam Brooks tries to make yards for the Barrow boys, stopped by Tibbs and Wood. They go blind again. Mossop jumps out and finds Broadbent, and Broadbent comes out of tackle, makes some good yards there. There's Luke Broadbent. Here's Johnston. Finds Burke on the inside, and Burke stops this traps, but it's going to be another penalty. This time for Barrow. High tackle ruled by referee Cameron Worsley. And Mossop goes wide to Emsley. Emsley's put down just outside the 20. Johnston finds Brooks. Brooks short ball to Burke. I don't think he was expecting it or wanting it, but he's unceremoniously dunked on his back by G. Held out by O'Brien and Fairbank. Here's the area. Onto Johnston. Spills the ball, but managed to keep hold of it. Here's Shane Torval. Well tackled there by Crooks. Johnston. Short to Langtree. Langtree will just go straight and hard. Well defended there by Fairbank and Tangata and G. Still tackles here for Barrow on Halifax's line. Mossop finds Johnston. There's a gap there, but Berg runs against it. And it's another penalty for Barrow. I'm not too sure what it's for this time. For a high shot this time, well. Here's the area. Tackled by Tangata. Here's Johnston. Thought about the pass, but goes himself, but well tackled there by Bobby Fairbank. Mossop shimmies from dummy half, finds Shane Toll. Tries to go on the outside, but great defence from Ben Crooks and James Saltonstall, but the referee's ruled. Oh no, he hasn't ruled his penalty. Well, you never know this referee. But fantastic defence from Ben Crooks and James Saltonstall on this near side. And in both attacking defence, this is a brand new Halifax side in this second half. What a response for the men in blue and white as Jacob Fairbank and Adam O'Brien take a well-earned rest as Tom Inman and Dan Fleming come onto the field in their place. Here's Saltonstall and Barrow caught offside from that scrum. Clever play from Halifax, trapping the ball at the back of the scrum as Dufresne wastes no time in getting this play started. Boots the ball in a touch, just shy of halfway, and Saltonstall matching the urgency, taps straight away and goes at that Barrow defensive line. Stopped by Lantry and Brooks. Inman finds Fleming fresh off the bench. Good yards there from Fleming, finds his front and gets a quick play of the ball. Inman goes left and finds Dufresne, out the back to Woodburn Hall. Dangerous run of Woodburn Hall, he takes out the challenge. Great tackle down low by Carter. As Halifax into Barrow's 20. Dufresne runs across field, drops off to Tangata, and Tangata tries to shake off the challenge of Emsley, but sticks to him well. Inman goes from dummy half, finds Woodburn Hall, lovely ball out to Ben Kavanagh, and Ben Kavanagh is over for his second try. And it's like buses for Ben Kavanagh. Waits a while for a try and two come at once. And now he's scored his fifth try of the season. And after 16 minutes this second half, Halifax stretch out the lead to 24 points to 16 with the kick to come. What a response in this second half from Fax. And this left-hand side for Halifax has been deadly. 4 tries down the Barrow right. Are paying dividends for Fax as Ben Kavanagh charges over the line for his second try of the afternoon. And leaving Louis Dufresne yet another tricky shot at goal. Has he got his golf swing working this time, Louis Dufresne? Takes his time, Dufresne. Strikes it high and strikes it handsomely through the post. The touch judges raise their flags to signify Louis Dufresne's third goal of the afternoon. And Halifax stretching the lead out to 10 points against this 12-man Barrow side. It's now Halifax Panthers 26, Barrow Raiders 16. Fabulous response to the second half from Fax's. Shaw kicks towards his corner yet again, and Saltonstall takes well. Thought about the pass to Fleming, but he takes it up himself. And it's put down just shy of the 20. Here's Matty G this time. Met by 3 Barrow defenders who put him down on the 25. Slow play the ball yet again. Inman finds Wood onto Woodburn Hall. Dummies on the inside, goes to Tibbs on the outside. But he's put down well on that right hand side. Quick play the ball, Walmsley looking to take advantage. Good defence in the middle from Ayaria and Bossop. Just shy of halfway. Inman finds Tangata. Tangata out the back to Dufresne. Lovely play, Dufresne going through. Great last tackle by Johnston. Last tackle here for Fax. Crooks spins on to Inman, and Inman will put it high towards the corner. Taken at the back by Broadbent, but it's a good chase from Halifax who put him down. as the storm clouds gather over the Shay. The referee gives a penalty. That was an omen, if there ever was one. It's been a storm of points this second half for Halifax. And Johnston drills the ball, low into touch, to negate this wind that's blowing left to right. As Shane told, wastes no time in getting the game back underway. Inman alive to the task though. Good tackle down low by Fleming on the Barrow man. And Sam Brooks, they go right, long ball out to Bullman on that right hand side, but well defended there by Lachlan Walmsley. Here's Johnston, finds Emsley, and Emsley is met well by Tom Inman. Still tackles here for Barrow. Here's Johnston, out of the back to Broadbent, grubbers the kick through. He goes against the Halifax man, but he's knocked on when he's tried to regather it. The Barrow players arguing the toss against the referee, but as we've seen earlier, he won't change his mind. He won't have any tolerance to any back chat from these players. And then again, as you've seen there, the penalty's given now. This time it's Anthony Aria who spoke out of turn. And just piggybacking Halifax upfield. We won't complain about that. As Crooks taps the penalty, steps inside looking for the gap. Had a good game in his home debut as Ben Crooks. Here's Tangata, whose home debut was a long time ago. Still going strong. Quick play of the ball. Inman finds Dufresne out the back to Matty G. Dummies. Solon Stallwall on the outside, but G plays it safe, takes his tackle. Here's Dufresne, runs across field, finds Kyle Wood. Men over here for Halifax. Woodburn Hall fires out to Walmsley, steps inside with the on-rushing Barrow defenders. Woodburn Hall yet again steps out of another tackle. Great footwork at the line. Still tackles here for Halifax, just outside the 10 metres. Wood, short ball to Dan Fleming, and Dan Fleming's away! And Dan Fleming gets his first try! Back in Halifax colours. What a line from Dan Fleming. You could say that try was a piece of cake for Dan Fleming. And with 18 minutes left to go in this second half, Halifax pushed the lead out to 30 points to 16, and is that the game clinching try as the rain falls yet again in an Halifax game. I said the storm clouds were gathering. They've come, and it's been raining points in this second half for Halifax. $16 points to 12 at half time to Barrow Raiders. And now, after 23 minutes this second half, it's Halifax 30, Barrow 16, with the kick to come from Louis Dufresne. Slightly easier than his previous attempts. And Dufresne strokes the ball through well. Gets the goal this time. And Halifax have turned this game around. It's now Halifax Panthers 32, Barrow Raiders 16. As Shaw takes it off again, tries to grubber it against on the floor. Tibbs collects well. He'll go himself, will Ben Tibbs. Good footwork at the line, but he's put down. Here's Ryan Lannon. Put down on the 30 by 3 Barrow defenders. Inman finds Fleming, lovely ball out to Dufresne, but loses his footing. Shay that one a couple of minutes earlier, that could have been another potential score for Halifax as Inman jumps out from dummy half, but great tackle by his opposite number, Josh Wood. The other Wood, Kyle Wood, goes from dummy half for Halifax as G goes into Barrow's half. Last tackle here for Halifax. Crooks finds Dufresne on the last, pressure from Miari, but Dufresne gets the kick away and it's going all over the place. And a lovely bit of control there from Andrew Bullman. Kicks it back to Broadbent, and Broadbent looking to counter-attack for Barrow. There's a great tackle from Inman and he spilled the ball as Broadbent. He's knocked on. What a tackle from Tom Inman chasing back. Broadbent, who's tried his eye out for Barrow, to be fair to him. But you're going to see this quite a lot now as this rain pours down. There'll be quite a lot of errors which 5 minutes ago wouldn't have happened with this slippery, greasy, humid ball. After all, Halifax get the scrum. 40 metres out for the Barrow line, centre field. Inman fires out to Dufresne. Onto Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall runs the line. He's created the overlap, and Lachlan Walmsley is away in the corner. And Walmsley's going to get his hat-trick. And Lachlan Walmsley, he scores when he wants, does Lachlan Walmsley. Yet another hat-trick in Halifax colours. And as we enter the last quarter of an hour here at the Shay, Lachlan Walmsley gets his 28th try of the season to push the score out further for Halifax to 36-16 with the kick to come. Brilliant play on that left hand side. They created the overlap really well. There's going to be a natural overlap with Barrow being down to 12 men, but Halifax showing the ruthless side in the second half. Woodburn all floating from fullback, went on the outside of the Barrow centre, creating the easy walking try for Lachlan Walmsley. As Dufresne prepares this touchline conversion, Simon Griggs rings the changes with Dan Murray and Will Calcott coming onto the field, and Adam Tangata and Ryan Lannon, who's had a superb game, coming off the field. Dufresne kicks. Has he got the legs? No, he's sliced it to this near side. So the score remains here at the Shay. Halifax Panthers 36, Barrow 16. As this monsoon-like rain continues to come down, Ryan Shaw goes right again this time. The ball bounces up. The ones to collect, and Calcott fresh onto the field to take again. Here's Walmsley. Put down just on the 25. Inman finds Dufresne. Wide to Matty G. Matty G tries to go on the outside, but well put down there by Danny Langtree. Quick play of the ball as Crooks runs out from dummy half. Tracked again by Langtree. Quick play of the ball though. Inman finds Wood onto Dufresne. Dufresne shot ball to Kavanagh. Kavanagh going through the gap. And Kavanagh half break. Great tackle there from Ensley. His compatriot jumped out from dummy half from Inman. Dufresne's away on this near side. Back on the inside to Woodburn. Oh, what a try for Halifax Champagne Rugby League by the men in blue and white. As James Woodburn Hall scores his 9th try of the season with 11 minutes to go. The half break from Ben Kavanagh, put down well by Ainsley, but he got a really quick play of the ball. Inman jumps out from dummy half, finds Dufresne, we're on the outside, and as all good fullbacks should, James Woodburn all supporting on the inside to slide over the line. To increase Halifax's lead even further to 40 points to 16 with a kick to come. And he just goes back to that sending off for Jared Samet at half time. How crucial that is. Because Barrow have looked to shadow the normal selves in the second half, but Halifax, let's pay full credit to them, have been ruthless in this second half. 6 tries in this second half for the Panthers. As Dufresne converts this time. His 5th goal of the game to make it Halifax Panthers 42, Barrow Raiders 16. Less than 10 minutes to go here. As Halifax will go up to 5th, joint 5th with Bradford, but will be above on points differences. Barrow grubbery from the kickoff, his play on. The ball's going here, there and everywhere at the moment. This weather's playing havoc with both the ball and this carpet-like new surface at the Shay. As Barrow looking for a consolation score with Broadbent scheming the line, but put down well by Inman. 15 metres out from the line. Wood waits a dummy half, finds Johnston. Short ball to Brooks. Brooks tries to shake off the challenger Kavanagh. But great defence on the line from Halifax there. That's brilliant. They do not want to be broken again as Brooks. Long ball out. Finds Bullman on that right hand side, but great defence from Walmsley and Tibbs in that corner. And again from Kavanagh. Brilliant second half he's had. Wood finds Johnson on the last for Barrow. Grubbers it through, looking for the chase of the area, but it's too strong. The ball goes dead and Halifax will have a 7 tackle set. And Dufresne wasting no time in getting started. Taps it to Walmsley. Walmsley finds Saltonstall, and Saltonstall stopped by Shane Toll. And he's stopped on the 30. Inman goes blind and finds Crooks. Goes past the 40. Put down by Aria and Johnston. Here's Saltonstall. Big contact with Emsley there. As Halifax come into this Barrow half. Fleming. Nice little dummy from Fleming. Good yards too from Dan Fleming. He's done well since he's come on. Inman from dummy half finds Dufresne. It's interception from Barrow. As Ryan Johnston's racing away, and they'll get the consolation try that they wanted. As Johnston boots the ball away in celebration, but probably frustration as to what could have been for Barrow. The sending off of Samet on half time has changed this game. But Barrow never given up. And Ryan Johnston claims the interception to score. As Matty G takes a well-earned rest to be replaced by Jacob Fairbank for the last 6 3/4 minutes here. That puts the score to 42 points to 20 with the kick to come for Barrow Raiders. Shaw drills it wide. He just didn't connect well at all with Shaw. And he shows his frustration by launching the kicking tee up in the air. So the score remains Halifax Panthers 42, Barrow Raiders 20. Coming up to the last 5 minutes here in this game as Louis Jouffret prepares to kick us off. And Jouffret will go deep and left as Greg Burke winds up and goes like his Halifax defence. Josh Wood finds Carter. Good contact by Tom Inman. As Lachlan Walmsley announced as the sponsored man of the match after his hat-trick performance today. Wood finds the area out the back to Johnston looking for a 40-20. It's a lovely kick from Johnston and he gets the 40-20 as well. Brilliant kick from Johnston, and Barrow are finishing with a flourish here with the 40-20. They'll get the tap 10 metres out from the line, and the area takes the ball up, and Barrow looking for yet another consolation score. Less than 5 to go. Here's Johnston, finds Greg Burke, tries to push off Calcott and Fairbank, but they put him down well. As Barrow stack it left in this next side, but Johnston goes against the grain. Long ball wide to Cartu, steps Ben Tibbs well, and Lachlan Walmsley intercepted, and Walmsley away. Walmsley, Lachlan Walmsley, like he's done so often this season, intercepts and goes the length of the field. What a try for Lachlan Walmsley. And if there was any doubt who the man of the match is today, Lachlan Walmsley has answered that question in spades. That wasn't just a run-of-the-mill interception. He spilled the ball and nearly went out into touch. And he outpaced the Barrow defence. Ben Tibbs stepped real well by Carter, and Walmsley went against his head. And he just out-sprinted the Barrow defence to score his 29th try of the season. What a season this man is having. Give him even a sniff of a chance and he's gone. It could be a record-breaking season for Lachlan Walmsley. And that is not the stuffing out this Barrow side. They thought they were going in for another consolation score, finishing with a flourish like I said. But Lachlan Walmsley, like he's done on so many of his other 28 occasions before, with the interception try, as I said, for his 29th try of the season, 4th try of the afternoon. And can his best mate Jouffret convert his score? He's drilled it this time, he's drilled it over the post. Great conversion there from Louis Jouffret. He gets his 6th goal of the game. And after being down 16 points to 12 at half time, Halifax are now in front 48 points to 20 in this second half. What a response, what a performance. Like I keep saying, the sending off of Jared Samet at the half-time was crucial, but you've got to play what's in front of you. As Ryan Shaw with an ingenious kick-off, making the most of this greasy surface, grubbers it past the 10 metres and reclaims it. Big defence there from Fairbank and Calcott. Less than 2.5 minutes to go as Johnston finds the area. Great tackle there from Calcott top, and Dan Fleming down low. He's had a brilliant game since coming on as Fleming. Here's Ensley. Big collision from Calcott and Fairbank. On the 25. Wood waits at dummy half. The ball finds its way to Langtree from Ellis Archer, the substitute. Langtree pulls his nose through, looking for the offload, but well wrapped up there from Calcott. The ball comes out, but illegally, says the referee, Cameron Worsley. As the South Stand, rather sarcastically, call for the Barrow Raiders to take 2 points, but I don't think there's any chance of that happening. Josh Wood will tap and find Greg Burke. Good tackle once again from Fleming and Dan Murray. Tackles in the baggy of Barrow and Halifax's line. Here's Johnston, grubbers it through early, looking for the chasers as James Saltonstall. Safety first, bats the ball dead. Nice little kick there from Ryan Johnston, who has played really well for Barrow in both halves, but severely hamstrung in the second half from this onslaught of points from Halifax. And James Woodburn-Hall taking his time with this dropout. KCD past halfway, well taken there from the substitute Ellis Archer. He'll find Broadbent, but he finds 3 men in the shape of Fleming, Fairbank, waiting for him. Hemsley's put down well and knocks the ball on as Fairbank jumps on a loose ball. And with 25 seconds to go, you would say that could be the end of the scoring, but you never know with this team and this game. As the clock winds down, 13-12 seconds, how are we going to get this scrum? Or is that just going to be everything now? The clock winds its way down to 0. There's no appetite from either sets of players to get this scrum down. The hooter goes, the referee blows the whistle. And what a second half performance from Halifax. What a topsy-turvy game. Being 16-12, down at half time after a horrible first quarter of an hour with tries from Gillam, Shaw and Bullman. Tries from Walmsley and O'Brien in the first half, but the massive talking point and turning point in that game was a sending off of Jared Sammett for dissent against the referee right on the half-time hooter, and Halifax made that pay with 7 tries in that second half. Ben Cowan has scored 2 of them, Dan Fleming and James Woodburn-Hall scored a try apiece, but Lachlan Walmsley scored 3 tries in the second half to make it 4 on the day. 2 free kicks, 6 conversions. As the fireworks go off behind me to bring it to a final score here at the Shay. Halifax 48, Barrow 20.